Black people have the moral high ground.
Hi lovely, so welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Walinda's channel. Thank you so much for all the love and support. Don't forget to please subscribe to this channel, turn on notifications so that anytime I upload videos, you will be the first person to be notified. And to my returning subscribers, thank you so much for all the love and support. To those people that share my videos, leave commentaries, you guys are the real MVP. Thank you so much for all the love and support. Alright lovelies, let's dive in today's video. So lovelies, I came by this video on my For You page on TikTok where this white man who happens to be my favorite, TikToker, he talked about how white people have more, moral background than the white people. Guys, I'm just gonna roll the clip as well as some of the stitches I was able to put together. Please leave me your own thoughts in the comment section of what you think of this video. And do not forget that we do not support any form of bullying, harassment or whatsoever. We're just here for educational purposes. So why not, share this video, subscribe to this channel if you're yet to do that, and let's dive into the video.
There's one great distinction between black folks and white folks. Black people have the moral high ground. They do. Black people have when you do a comparison morally between white people and black people, you have to take away one thing: supremacy. Black people do not have a culture of black supremacy. However, white people do. So white people are narcissists, social, cultural, systemic narcissists is who we are because of our racism, because of the lies of white supremacy. How can white people have morality as long as we have bought into the lies of white supremacy? We can't. And how does that feel to know that black people have a moral high ground? How does that feel to know as a white person that you are sick, twisted, narcissistic, and immoral, highly immoral, and inhumane? I don't use the N-word. What are you doing to fight and dismantle racism that benefits you, white person? Nothing. I ignore it, I deny it, or you perpetrate it. Those are the three things we do. We ignore it, we deny it, or we perpetrate it. That's what most white people do. I hate to say it, but it's true. And that's why I say we're social narcissists, and we have no moral high ground racially. We are sick, hurting people. Hurt people, hurt people. And we've been hurting a long damn time. We're hurting because of the disease of white supremacy. It's destroying white people from within. Look at the white nationalist party, the GOP. Not just them, all white people. But just as an example, look at the GOP. They're batshit fucking crazy. They bought into so many lies, and it all started with the great lie. The great lie of white supremacy. It all started with that. Everybody knows the GOP now officially is the white nationalist party. That's a fact. Matter of fact, you can look at a lot of the rhetoric that they spew, and it's almost identical to what the KKK is spewing, and has been spewing for many, many, many years. It's the exact same rhetoric. It really is. Once again, I'm asking white people to understand, you don't do this just for black people as an anti-racist. You don't do it. I do it because I care about humanity, and I can't stand. I was bullied for many years. I can't stand to see people bullied. That's one reason I do this. It's true. But I'm not here to fucking save anybody except for white folks. Black people can take care of themselves. Yes, white supremacy creates victims, but don't think the only victims are black and brown and indigenous people. We are also victims as the people who are living this grand lie and this grand immorality of social, cultural, and systemic narcissism. White people, you're hurting. Until you heal from racism, you're doomed to live an immoral and toxic life. I've seen it in my own fucking family. Don't tell me it's not true. I've seen it in my own goddamn eyes. Living under the lies of white supremacy makes you sick. Nobody's good enough. You're not good enough. You're living lies. And it's people like Donald Trump, the grandest narcissist of them all. That's why white people love Trump. And don't think it's only the GOP, it's also in liberals. Many white liberals are just as racist as the GOPs, just in a different way. So if you're not doing anything to dismantle white supremacy as a white person, again, you are the problem. And you're only hurting yourself by ignoring it. Believe that.
One thing about me, I'm gonna pull out the white supremacy culture chart whenever I get the chance. and I can make a video about this whole thing. This comment gets at one of the characteristics of white supremacy culture, which is the right to comfort. The white right to comfort is basically one of the main reasons why we can't really have constructive conversations about race. It's seen as impolite and taboo and inappropriate to discuss race in like polite white society, and it's because it doesn't make people feel good. No one wants to feel like a racist or feel like they've benefited from racism, but that's just the facts. Also, I'd say the response to the hiking video also includes like defensiveness and individualism, but we can talk about that later.
White supremacy is an ideology based on the belief that white people and their ways are superior. This ideology has been the dominant paradigm for the last 500 years. In fact, the construct of race was created by white Europeans as they were discussing whether it was moral or not to colonize people, to enslave people, and to take land. And they weren't really asking whether it was moral or not. They were more so looking for justification to assert that it was moral indeed. And so Christianity gets pulled into the conversation, and they start asking whether Black and Indigenous people have souls or not. Because if we didn't have souls, then white Christians had a moral imperative to dominate over us. And this comes from God's mandate in Genesis to the first two humans. And so from there, we have the construct of race and the division of people. And white supremacy and Christianity have been deeply entrenched ever since. White supremacy used Christian toxic theology to strengthen itself and assert that it was not only valid, but God-ordained.
Like, seriously, lovelies, I can actually relate to what Dixon White is, talking about. And because of this white supremacy and all of that, these people actually think that they can take away everything they want to take away without anybody asking them or trying to cancel them or all of that. I can remember, most of the stitches I used to put up here, like a video that, trended about last year where this woman actually stole Erica's song and changed it. Like, she even talked about how the song happens to be demonic. She talked about how the song, happened to be misleading, and she went ahead to actually recreate this song using the same lyrics of the song. And after using the same lyrics of the song, the same, no, she actually used the same rhythm and changed the lyrics of the song. So she used the same rhythm and changed the lyrics of the song in kind of a Christian way. She said the lady who actually sang the original song was actually misleading people, young people, the old people, the generational people. Then people should actually, stop listening to her song and actually listen to her own, updated one, which she used the same rhythm, but she changed the lyrics at that of a Christian kind of thing. And do you know what? Do you know the supremacy? She actually got away with this. She, did it, got away with it, and nobody's asking her questions. She even started by, granting interviews. She became so, popular, so known. If not because of the, what they have, like this thing that's, Dixon White was talking about, this white supremacists and all of them, how they can actually do things and get away with it without, try to, pay for their sins and all of that. But if it was another person, let me just assume that it was someone of my own type, actually did the same thing that this said woman did. Like, why I was actually emphasizing on this woman thing is that I was so not accepting that was so extreme. She was supposed to be, checked and all of that. She was busy canceling the other original persons and trying to make it seem as if this person doesn't know what she's doing, and she is just getting away with it, granting interviews, still trying to tell people the reason why they have to cease listening to the said, song. So, and these people are the kind of people that when they actually, do something that they should be at fault, they try to use their power, they try to use their, their privilege and all of that to get away with so many things. But this is one thing people of my own kind of, thing do not have. People of my own kind of thing might do something, the video I posted yesterday about a lady who happens to be a driver, an Amazon driver. She happens to be an Amazon driver, and she went ahead to deliver her parcel, which was written that she needs to deliver it at the front door. But on reaching there, she met two Karens, and after which, this Karens obstructed her from doing her job. They obstructed her from doing her job, after which they went in physical with her. She was just busy being so calm, telling them, excuse me ma, and all of that, and another Karen joined. Instead of this second Karen that joined to actually cancel her fellow Karen, trying to tell her that, excuse me, this young lady is actually, doing her job. Will you please allow her to do her job without calling her names? No, she didn't do that. She teamed up with the said Karen that was still harassing, calling her names criminals. And the best thing they have to say is they'll just call you a criminal, like you're a criminal, even wherever you're going to. If you're going to a shopping mall, the way they'll be looking at you as if you come here to pick up. So instead of her to cancel this woman, she joined in force to actually suppress this black lady. And one thing in me was like, what if this table was flipped, or what if the table was turned around and it happens that two people of my own type of skin was just there, and she an Amazon driver happens to come over there and they embarrass her the way it is? Would they leave her? Would she go scot-free? Would those people go scot-free? Will this people of my own type go scot-free just the way it is? Because what really baffles me is that this girl have been clamoring, asking for help, asking for justice, because she was harassed and all of that. But the only thing they could do was Amazon telling her, okay, take your pictures and make sure that you are working for Amazon. And like, seriously, even if she's not working for Amazon and all of that, going physical with how does going physical with someone now become something like a norm? So this applies to their white supremacy and what they have to do to get away with it. Why people of my own type of do not have such privilege to do whatsoever they want to do, just so that they need to count their step, think about what they need to do. They have to actually look and do not live. Like, you need to be very careful of the kind of thing you do, because you do not have such privilege. So, and these people have sit on top of this supremacy to continue to suppress this particular set of people, because they do not care. They don't even want to listen. They don't care. Or they just do whatever they want to do because they know they will get away with it and continue with their normal life. So this supremacy of a thing has actually benefited these people more, and this is what black people do not have. And that's why he was talking about the moral high ground. We have the moral high ground in the sense that we are already in the construct of what we have to do and what we don't have to do, because we do not have a privilege to get away with things we are not supposed to do when we do that. But in the other hand, these people can do whatever they want to do, because they have something to back it up. I saw a video, like I wanted to post this video here, but it was just short. But I was looking if there is some stitches I can also put together to just make you guys understand what's happening in this video, where these cops were actually chasing a white person, as it was a guy. They were chasing him, and he was even harassing them, fighting with them and all of that. And they left him. And he got away with all the shenanigans he portrayed. But if it was someone of my own type of skin that does something like this, oh my goodness, you will see them handcuffing. You will see them trying to charge them and all. I posted a video of someone of my own type. He was just handcuffed for only for a mistake identity. So this is how white supremacy can go, the length it can go. We do not have this. We already morally cultured. This is why these people will keep on trying to steal our culture, they're trying to appropriate us and all of that. Like, seriously, lovelies. Anyways, why not just leave me your own thoughts in the comment section of what you think of this video. And do not forget that we do not support any form of bullying, harassment, or whatsoever. We're just here for educational, informative purposes. So please share your thoughts in the comment section. Subscribe to this channel if you're here to do that. And I will see you lovelies in the next video. So lovelies, if you have watched up to this extent, thank you so much for all the love and support. Don't forget to please leave me your own thoughts in the comment section of what you think of this video. And do not forget that we do not support any form of bullying, harassment or whatsoever. We're just here for educational purposes. So please why not share this video, subscribe if you're here to do that, and I will see you lovelies when I upload the next one.